Hey guys, welcome to the Watch Our Watch Reviews with your host DK, and it is unboxing time again. So, I actually picked something up from the website gnomonwatches.com, or Gnomon Watches? Yeah, gnomonwatches.com or gnomon.com. I'll drop a link down below. It's a watch that I had my eye on for a very long time, but they actually kind of stopped making it. So, this is one of the last production runs that they're doing of this particular watch. And what have we got inside? So, they gave me a little gift, polishing cloth. That's actually quite a big polishing cloth. Oh, it's a big one. And a little, what have we got there? Little screwdriver adjustment tool. That'll do nicely. Oh, it is a signed little yoke. So you can see there, Gnomon Watches just about. No one cares. Let's see what it is I got. So, what I got to start with is a Steinhart. Now, it is a watch that I had my eye on for a very long time, and the reason is because they don't make it anymore, and a lot of Steinhart stuff is homages and very much one-for-one homages, and I wasn't really up to that. I didn't really want that. What I wanted was something that was its own thing, but still retained elements of other watches that I really liked. So I decided to pick this one up. Inside the box anyway, you've got a kind of a black leathery effect box. Does it smell like leather? Yeah, it kind of does actually. Maybe it is proper leather. A little snap button here. So let's unbutton and see what I've got. And what I have for myself is the Steinhart Ocean One Batman Titanium GMT watch. Now, I had actually looked at their non-titanium GMT. This is a 42. They had a 39mm that they used to with these fence post hands and a loomed ceramic bezel insert. This one also has a loomed ceramic bezel insert. And for some reason they decided, you know what, we're going to take away the originality that this has, and we're going to stick some Mercedes hands on it and completely, in my opinion, ruin the watch. I think this is a much better looking piece with the fence post hands. I'm just going to get off some of the wrapping on this so you guys can see without the plastic shimmering all over the place on it. So let's get this undone. So we've got ourselves a sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, a date at 6 o'clock. It is a ETA Swiss GMT movement. I don't know the code off the top of my head, but to be honest, I think this is the best watch that Steinhart make. It's really good looking. It's really nice. You got yourself 4 levels of microdust on the all titanium case bracelet and of course this clasp. So you see 4 levels of microdust. I don't know if it has a diver's extension. I'm going to just check that now. If I can unwrap it. Oh, here we go. So let's get this off. And hopefully my camera will focus. So it is satin brush titanium. Very, very nice looking as well. It's slightly duller than stainless steel, but it's also super light, which is great. Because I kind of wanted a titanium GMT Swiss. Well, titanium GMT, to be honest. I would have taken Japanese too. Automatic movement watch, and I really like a Batman. I like Batman in comics. I like Batman in bezels. I like Batman overall, and I think it's a great looking piece. I just want to make sure this lines up, and it does. It actually lines up perfectly. It's just a bit of distortion there from that domed crystal. Domed up? Well, it's stepped off. Jesus, really highly. I think it's one of those top hat crystals. Actually, now that I look at it, it's really stepped up from the bezel. You can see there as a side profile, really stepping up. But very, very nice indeed. Let's check and see how it is to wind, because I've not had one of these ETA 2824s. Or ETA, I assume it's 2824. Probably not actually, now that I said that, of course. Now that I said it out loud, it definitely isn't. It is buttery smooth to wind. Just going to pull this out, because I know it's at 12 o'clock. So I can afford to pull it out and change the date. How easy does the date change over? Oh, that's the GMT hand. Date changes over perfectly well. Seems to be centered, maybe slightly off to the left. Yeah, tiny little bit off to the left, not by much I'd say. Depends on what angle you're looking at it. I think the 20 is the one I noticed it on most. Now that it's at 22, it actually doesn't look like that much at all. So I think I've been a bit harsh on it. Steinhart signed crown, of course. So just give that a screw back in. Screws down in perfectly. to be honest, almost as well as my Omega. That's a pretty damn good one. Let's take a look and see how this bezel movement goes. So it is a unidirectional, it doesn't go backwards. So let's check and see how the clicks go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 120 clicks. And let's give it a check to see does it line up. Nice smooth motion as well on the bezel. So if I click, little bit of back down that one, not a huge amount, but still a little bit. Very nice bezel motion actually on this one. Wasn't sure how that was going to fit with a titanium because sometimes they're a bit clicky and they feel a bit weird, but that one actually feels really, really high quality. And I am very happy with this. I paid about 750 euros, I think, and then I had to pay 30 euros import duties on top. So it's got screw pin on the bracelet. You've got your 4 levels of micro adjust, as we said. Oh yeah, let's see if we can get this clasp open. Let's see how this blue crap comes off. There we go. Let's unwrap that blue stuff and take a look at the clasp and see how it is. So it is a fold over. It does not have pushers. So we're just gonna pull that and see how easy it is to open. Oh, it's a bit stiff. Oh, that will loosen up, of course, but just a bit stiff there. And no, it does not have a diver's extension. It's just the 4 levels of micro adjust. You have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 half links it looks like to remove. So I should have no problem in getting a decent fit on this one. Just to take off the spinnaker I've got on at the moment and see how the weight changes, because you go from an all stainless steel that's a bit thick to a titanium that is going to be a bit lighter. Super light on wrist. Now again, as I say, there is this 42. It's about the size that I like my divers to be. I think it's pretty nice on wrist. It does come up a little high, but not crazy, not too spectacular mad off the wrist. It is a bit flat. I could have done with it being probably a little bit tighter to the wrist because it doesn't conform quite as nicely as I would hope. But again, all that will change when I fit the bracelet properly, take out the links, do all that sort of thing. I think I've got a pretty decent purchase here. It's a titanium Swiss-made GMT that is obviously paying homage to the Rolex Batman GMT Master 2, but it's still its own thing because, you know, you've got a dated 6 and you've got different fittings post hands instead of your Merc hands, and it is a loomed ceramic bezel insert as opposed to just having like a loom pip or anything. I don't know if the... Actually, now that I've said that, I don't know if Rolex do the loom ceramic bezel insert. Maybe they do. I was going to say I've never been near one, then I realised my wife's friend's husband actually owns one, so I technically have. Anyway, enough waffling. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the unboxing. I have been your host DK. This has been the Watchtower Watch Reviews. This has been my Steinhart Ocean One Titanium GMT 42. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.